It's Jason Abraham, the shadow teacher, and the great convergence is upon us. Now, when I post this video, I have no idea when that will be. It might be on the great convergence, or it might be a good time after. And there's a lot of speculation of what the world is going to look like in 2021. There's all possibilities. Some believe that 5D consciousness is going to just pull the chosen ones up to another realm, while those lost in the matrix are left behind. Some believe a dystopian future is the fate of all human beings on planet Earth. And my personal belief, again, this is just my impression, is something altogether different. I believe we're going to see multiple timelines, and I believe those who have been waking up and have been seeing the matrix for what it is in 2020 are not going to be able to look back. You're going to keep moving into that truth that was revealed to you, no matter what's going on around you, no matter what the matrix tells you. And then simultaneously, you're going to have others who are going to go deeper into fear, deeper into control, who are going to surrender their sovereignty like never before to the powers that rule this matrix. The great convergence, the convergence of Jupiter and Saturn. Truth resonates, and this is going to be a video in and of itself when I talk about the resonance of truth, but Rudolf Steiner, look into his works. His works have been resonating with me. And much of his work, he predicted the being of Ahriman, the spirit of materialism, was going to incarnate in a body. And Ahriman was going to give a great catalyst for those who were awakening to Christ consciousness. And we look at Christ consciousness as sovereignty, the awakening and the remembrance of the sovereign being that you were meant to be, the sovereign being that came to this earth as whoever you were in your human vessel that was called to wake up at some point. And then those who go to Ahriman were those, again, who were surrendering to the rescuer, who were surrendering their sovereignty to a big daddy figure, who do not want to accept that sovereignty for themselves. This matrix that we live in, it's a matrix of fear. Fear is the most potent fuel for it. Fear and polarity. Polarity of light, dark, good, evil. But when one steps into Christ consciousness, one steps into the beingness, becoming one with all that is, the anointed one. This is what Christ consciousness is. And when you are one with all that is, you can hold space for all of it. One of my favorite songs growing up was The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. And I look at this, in a sense, that's a great lesson in navigating Christ consciousness in our life, because when you are one with all that is, you can take on any form, any emotion, that you are choosing and flow seamlessly as what feels appropriate in engaging with the world. But you got to know who you are first. You got to know that you are that infinite creator. And you got to know what your specific soul, the purpose of your being, why you came here, before you can do that. And before you know that, you got to purge. You got to purge the traumas. You got to purge the fear. You got to purge the lies. You have to know how you've been deceived. So all that's been happening in 2020 for some of us. And many have stepped into that purpose and are going to just keep getting stronger in that. I could probably make videos on all those topics. I may not. Today's just kind of a flow. But I found in me, I found a new connection, a new awakening, a new resonance to truth and the true nature of my being. And it just keeps waking up and getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And initially it looked like just realizing so much of what I was told was not true. Then I got angry and I started to fight back. And that anger grew and I fought more and more. And then eventually it dissolved. And I was able to hold that space for that opposition, the polarity, the force of darkness. I talk about the reptilians, the lizard people, the inorganic ones, the beings that want to keep you in the matrix because they need you to be afraid. Because when you were afraid, you were going to pay attention to anything they put in your mind. You're going to pay attention to them. You're going to keep all your attention on them. But I'm actually thankful for them. I've spoken out against them time and time again, but I love the lizard people. Because without the lizard people, I would never have had the great catalyst to see things as they are. And even though they're trying to take the spark of God out of you, the lizard people are part of the infinite creator too, and hold a very special purpose for the awakening of the human soul, the Christ consciousness in the human being. I'm going to enjoy this beautiful day. I'm going to enjoy what this beautiful day brings because it's all I got. I don't know what tomorrow brings. And the past, well, the past has already been. So I'm going to let it go. And for all you who are with me on this journey, may the light in me honor light in you. And even the light in these assholes who are driving their cars past my place of peace today. Peace be to you. Take care.